Guys, welcome to another episode of Witchcrafting. Sorry, I'm trying to get you positioned here, but you're sliding everywhere. There we go. I'm going to do a craft with you guys here today, and pretty much all you honestly need is paint. You don't even need paint actually. All I'm using is some oven baked clay. I bought a whole package, and they come in like these layers, and I used 1.5 for the craft we're going to do here today. And as you should be able to see by the title, it's chakra plates. I got a thing on my screen that's driving me nuts because I'm looking at myself. There we go. I kind of like to think of it as like a witch on a budget. I've been wanting to buy the crystals that have the chakra symbols on them to use for chakra work and all that good jazz. And I'm trying to be good on money, even though I keep spending it, but that's another topic. So I was scrolling through Facebook, and I kept thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to do for my craft. And I seen this, and I wanted to do it for myself and for you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this oven-baked clay that we have here. I've worked this one down. I've already made the six of the discs already. So we're going to go ahead and just play with it and then make it into like a circle, a flat circle, to make it like a disc. And I'm trying to make them all about the same size. So I just play with it. Sorry, I can't show you. I need to get a stand. I'm trying to make them all about the same thickness and all about like the same shape. Now, honestly, if you didn't want to do the disc-like shape, you could do them, and like if you're talented and can do the whole design with the oven-baked clay, you don't have to do the disc. But for me, I'm not that crafty. Maybe Sterling could do something like that with her craftiness. She's very talented. Not that my other sisters aren't. They are too. They definitely are. So I'm flattening it down, using the table to kind of smooth it out, and I want to smooth it out because we're going to put the designs on it. So I got it nice and flat like this, and I have some I've made here previously, so I've just been like comparing them to make sure they're the same size, like putting them on top of each other just to make sure they're the same size. And then you have that part done. And then what I've just been doing after that is to put the symbol in. Here's one I've already done. Where's the camera? There it is. I just grabbed a pin, a nice pin. You should just have around somewhere probably. And I just left it like this, which you'll have to clean out the tip afterwards because it's got some clay in there. And just put in the symbol, which if you wanted to Google to make sure you do it correctly, like what I did is I Googled and just stared at the image and let my hand kind of guide. You could also put herbs into this if you wanted to. Into the clay, you could add essential oils to them so you have the aroma, and you could have the herbs there to help you when you go to work with your chakra work. You could put crystal chips. My crystal chips are in storage. I've moved since we've been on Witchcrafting last, so some of my stuff's in storage, including my paints. You could even, if you wanted to just skip putting the symbols in, if you wanted to get like a tumbled or a rough, depending on your preference, of crystals and just stick them into the clay, you could do that to kind of like cheat and have your own, not cheap, but have a cheap way of getting the crystal workings. You know what I mean? Because that's how I wanted to have the round, flat crystals with the symbols in them. You could just stick these in there because now it's going to be nice and flat and should be able to sit on your chakra really nicely. And that's what I like about the round disc shape. So you'll have to make 7, of course, for the chakras. And then you can put the symbols in, or you can put crystals on there. If you don't want to do any of that, you could just paint them and use color to work with your chakra. Just go ahead and you'll put these in the oven, let them sit, and then paint them afterwards. Or if you didn't want to carve in the symbol, you could paint them on there. So that's something you can do. Then you can use these afterwards to work with your chakras. You could charge them as if they were anything else under the moons, under the sun, whatever you would want to do. You could do that. You could charge it on an altar. Something I've been thinking and playing with in my head to do with these after I have them made is to get a bag specifically for these, which I recommend if you paint them, you want to get some sort of paint. I'm trying to think of the word I want to use, but to something like a clear coat to put over it, because when I've made my runes and painted them and put them in a bag, the paint started coming off. So you definitely want to put a some sort of clear coat over your paint, because then the paint might start chipping off your disc and then you'd have to repaint them. I kind of want mine to look nice for a long period of time if I'm lucky. But yes, so I was thinking I'll put them in a bag and then maybe let my just kind of pick, well, what chakra do I need to work on if I'm not sure what one I should work on, and just pull it from the bag and go from there. So I thought that would be a fun idea. So yeah, it's really pretty simple. And if you're like me and been wanting to get those round discs for chakras with the crystals, this is a nice cheaper way to do so, because this is like all you really need to buy. Honestly, is this, and it is what? How much did I pay for it? I think rounded up with taxes is probably $6 at Walmart, and you can get it cheaper at Hobby Lobby. I don't think it has as much in it, but I like the one from Walmart. Unfortunately, I think it's easier to work with. It's easier to contact down and get Sophie. So, my cat's back. It's easier to get it squishy and to mold, in my opinion. So you just need that and your crystals if you're gonna add crystals to them, and paint if you want to paint them. Because honestly, all you would need if you were on a tight budget, seriously, all you would have to do is buy this, use a pen, and put the symbols in, and that would work just as great. And if you're not crafty and you don't have the talent, you don't feel to make the symbols look as nice as you would like them to, you can just paint them. And if you don't have paint and you have crystals, you can just put crystals on them. So whatever you have to work with, you can get, or if you can spare, like I'm guessing $10 maybe to buy the clay and to get paints, you could do it that way too. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. To be honest, it's a pretty quick craft because I meant to do this yesterday and I forgot. And today is Saturday, and that's my day to host. And I just did these, and it was pretty simple. The only thing that's going to take time is letting it go in the oven, harden, and then to paint and let them dry again, because you might want to add a couple of coats to them. But it's worth the wait. I'm really excited, honestly, to work with these. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. And welcome back to Witchcrafted. I'm so excited. I'm sorry that I had to leave you guys at the end of the season, last season, for a while. There's some stuff going on. But everything seems to be manifesting and going in a direction that is a lot more nice. So yes, thank you for watching Witchcrafted. Stay tuned. Some more lovely crafts are coming your way. I'm already pretty darn excited about what's already been on here. I feel like our season's come back with a bang, and I'm pretty excited. So make sure you check out the last video by Connie. We have a contest going on to find someone to sub for us for Miss Blue August. She is taking the season off, and we'll be back next season. And yes, peace, love, and light, guys, as always. And I'll see you next week. Bye.